Where am I? Why is it so dark? Why? Oh, that's right. I need to stop drinking. Oh, maybe I need to stop gambling. But my drinking leads me to gambling, and gambling leads me to drinking, and infinite regress. The chicken or the egg? Well, I have never come across an enigma that could not be solved without a drink or two. How much did I lose last night? I need to stop gambling. No, drinking. Yes, drinking. The smell of alcohol oozes out from one's pore, but gambling? That I can hide from Papa. Barmaid, I'd like to place another bet.
Monsieur, it is morning and we're past betting hours.
Morning? What time is it? Oh, I'm late.
You are now listening to Prestige, the podcast, Episode 2, The Heir Apparent.
Bitter, remind me to hire a new coachman.
Why, monsieur?
This one hails from Port-au-Prince. He does not know how to ride our northern roads.
Perhaps he's only going this fast because you were late this morning.
You could have done the deck collection on your own, Bitter.
Certainly, but your father wouldn't have it any other way.
Why am I not surprised?
He has great aspirations for you.
Then why does he send you as my chaperone?
To aid you with your responsibilities.
My responsibilities are void of amusement. I'd rather be in bed than going door to door collecting gold from peasants.
There is much more to being the son of a duke, the king's treasure.
Not today, Bitter. You're starting to sound like him.
Your father is a great man. I appreciate the compliment.
Stay. I can do this alone. No, not another struggling boutique disguised as a home. All I want is a peaceful morning. I do not want to resort to asking Bertrand to pry gold out of another seamstress' hands. The sobbing, that's what irks me the most. At least have the pride to withhold your tears until after we are done repossessing your belongings.
Bijoux. Léonie Bijoux. And how can I be of service?
Your father had debts to the royal crown.
My father served in the revolution, fought alongside the king.
Upon his death, they transferred to your mother. And speaking of which, as the head of the household, she should join us.
She's in the back, helping a madame with a fitting.
Oh, and I presume you saw as well.
And I presume you are not an imbecile?
Marie, Mother of God, Monsieur Emmanuel Louis Celestin, in my home.
Bonjour, enchanté.
Shall I prepare you some café, monsieur?
Mommy, that is not necessary.
I insist. Despite the circumstances, it's not every day the son of a duke pays us a visit. I will be right back, monsieur.
Did you enjoy the coronation, Leo? Come now. That loose thread can't be more fascinating than talking to me.
You highly overestimate yourself.
I can imagine what you must think of me, given the way we met.
You assume that I think of you at all.
I brought not only café, but some fresh biscuits.
Merci, Mrs. Bijoux. But there's no need to trouble yourself on my account.
It is no trouble at all, Monsieur Celestin.
I was thinking I could speak to my father on your behalf about the debt. Perhaps certain arrangements can be made.
That is incredibly gracious.
No.
Leo!
To do so would merely replace one type of debt with another.
Monsieur, my sincerest apologies for my daughter's impertinence.
It's quite all right.
Mon Dieu, what is going on? Allô? Bonjour, sir.
Emmanuel, you have lingered in this home far too long. Your father gave us a schedule to abide by.
By all means, leave.
Oh! Léonie Bijoux!
Who are you to speak to a Celestin in such a manner?
It's quite all right, Bertrand.
Oh no, it is not. And I am not sure if the message was conveyed properly in between café and biscuit, but hear me loud and clear. Pay your debt or the crown will be forced to seize your assets. What do we have here? Oh, a loom? I am certain this will settle a large portion.
Our equipment is our livelihood. If you take it, you may as well leave us on the streets.
Eh bien, I suggest you find the money. You have 1 month.
Shouldn't you be joining him, monsieur?
Merci for the cafe. You have such a lovely boutique. Those dresses, beautiful. Beautiful home. Merci for treating me as a neighbor would. Oh, which reminds me, Miss Bijoux, if you will not take my charity, then take my advice. There's a lady's maid position at the neighboring estate. Simply ask for Madame Antoinette Perdu.
Leo?
Would that be all, monsieur?
Leo!
Bonne journée, Miss and Mrs. I am no fool. I saw the look on Leo's face the moment I mentioned the position at the Perdus. Those angelic eyes lit up with interest, though her body refused to rejoice at the possibility of working for a baron. The soul, her soul told me otherwise. Isn't it true what they say? The eyes are the windows of the soul. She will be part of my collection in no time.
Prestige the Podcast is a Rainbow Media production. Today's episode featured Shane Monprimet as Léonie Bijoux, Gabrielle Barlatier as Aveline Bijoux, Jean-Charles as Emmanuel Celestin, and Richardson Cherry as Bertrand. The podcast was written and created by Ray Benjamin and Alikins Planchet, produced by Joseph Fuentes, directed by Alikins Planchet, and executive produced by Ray Benjamin and Alikins Planchet. Our sound mixer for this episode was Joseph Fuentes. The sound designer was Alexis Adimora. Editor and engineer Alyssa Midcalf, with additional editing and engineering by Joseph Fuentes. The Prestige Podcast theme song was composed by Darnell Monestein. Our production assistant was Maya Cryer. Associate producers Mick O'Neill J. Planchet and Shaquan Womack. For business inquiries, email us at info@prestigepod.com and follow us on Instagram @prestigepod for more information and updates. Thanks for listening.